Let's see. Anyway, Ling Sa says, "Ah, this person. There is a giant sword placed inside his bones." Let's see. The words carved on the sword's body. It seems like it's some sort of artifact from long ago. Ziying says like, "Lisa, don't touch it." Ah. Taylor says like, "What's wrong? Did you get hurt? Are you hurt?" I guess that's the best way. Oh. 符这什么东西？厉鬼 of ferocious ghost. Yup. Hey, that was from earlier in the game too. Oh, hold on. 符这 is a. How I'm just thinking about a good way. Attached. Oh, okay. Never mind. Maybe I'll just say that. No, it's not that. It's just that it feels like something's attached to this sword. It's really scary. In that moment when I touched it, I heard the cries of many ferocious ghosts. Possess the sword. I guess possess. Yeah, there you go. It's also the word for, could be word for attach, but anyway. We should. Let's see. How do I say this? We should stand back for now. Or sorry, all of you stand back. Sorry, I was like, wait, what am I saying? Ling Sa says, "Ziying, be careful." He's going to attempt to do something with this sword. Ziying says, Mo Cheng? An incomplete sword? What? Wei Cheng. Yeah, it is. Oh, this is truly rare. This is a so-called incomplete sword. I mean, that's what it says. A sword of incompleteness. Tianhe says, an incomplete sword? What does that mean? It was just forged to... it was just half forged, and they stopped before they could... stopped one step before completing. But I don't know why. But as for this sword, I know not why. But there seems... But there is an icon, a picture card with the words Tiancheng, or... I don't know how to explain this. Naturally formed. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to do it. And it seems like... Let's see. And there's the words naturally formed on it. And there is a fiendish aura, an extremely strong aura, fiendish aura of chi. Fiendish chi aura, that's the best way to put it. Ling Sa said, huh? That's... Ziying? Oh, Yi Lian. The sword is naturally formed. Oh, I see. Oh, there's no words on it. It seems to be a naturally formed sword. Okay. Sorry, there are no words on it. Oh, I see what you're saying. See? It looks like... it looks like it seems like it's really attached to you. There's something. Oh. Hold on a sec. I just need to look up. Wait a minute. Wait, is this word I like? Yeah, that's what I thought. All of you, don't come any closer to the demon sword. I, Xiao Kui, don't want to harm any more people. Xiao Kui? Wait a minute. Are you? I was like, this is the word I'm not mistaking this, right? Xiao Kui? Just who are you? And why did you come flying out of that sword? Also, you say that this sword is called the Demon Sword? Anyway, yeah, I figured it. I was like, am I reading that character right? I just wanted to make absolutely sure. I'm like, okay, so this character is, if I remember, this character is from The Legend of Sword and Fairy 3. No, I'm just kidding. Of course it is. So, because she was a girl trapped in the sword, so we can't see her in her normal form, but actually that would be pretty interesting if they actually showed it, but you can see the Legend of Sword and Fairy 3 playthrough if you want to see who Xiao Kui actually really is, but let's keep going. Let's see. You all should go. This person knows that this there is a ferocious aura on this sword. This sword is ferocious. It's an inauspicious thing. Show Xiao Kui naked again? Oh, that would be kind of obvious. I didn't say her actual form. I didn't say she had to be naked, but okay. Z says like, I see. Ziying says, your ghost power had not been completely combined, had not completely fused with this sword. So I suppose you're not an evil ghost. But this sword's ferocious aura is extremely strong. I will take it away and think of a way in order to purify it. And yes, I got you on purify. No, he's gonna think of a way to clean the sword. No, I like how the word that could also mean clean, but no, in this case it means purify. No, you must not do so. The power of the demon sword is extremely strong. By it you will be. Wow, I have not used Xiao Kui's voice in so long. I just have to remember to be shy girl. Again. Whoa! Ziying says, let's see. Ziying says, will this sword retaliate against a person that wields it? Xiao Kui says, there were many people who wished to obtain the demon sword, but all of them died. They were all killed. All killed? Could it be that this corpse of bone, corns of bones, that these bones were also... Oh, sorry. Could it be that these bones too were killed? Were the result of that? That's just a subtle way of saying that. Is it what happened to the person whose bones this beast belonged to? Maybe that's the better way I would have put it. Let's see. He fought against many people for so long, and then he finally managed to take away the demon sword. But then there were even more people that wanted to kill him. Let's see. Oh, I see. I had to read ahead just so I could rearrange it
he fled to here, and in order to escape from the monsters, he kept holding up the sword.
挥剑 is like sword holding up, right? I'm gonna make sure. I guess wielding the sword, maybe.
He kept wielding the sword, holding the sword. But all of a sudden, there came a red light from the sword, and then it pierced his chest.
Brandish? Wield? Yeah, brandish or wield. Yeah, because he's like holding it up. Oh, yeah, that is the classy way of saying holding the sword like this and like waving it around. It's brandish. Thank you. I forgot about that word.
I just don't know what happened. I didn't mean to hurt him.
Says Xiao Kui. Sorry, need to make sure. Ling Sha says,
you can't control this sword?
I wonder what happened. It's probably Red Kui. Yes, the red one. The blue one is the nice one, and the red one is the not so nice one. If you played The Legend of Sword and Fairy 3, you will remember that the red light was probably when Red Kui took over, because yeah, when in times of great stress, the red one shows up. And the blue one doesn't know what happens to the red one. Yay for split personalities. Anyway, Lisa's okay. I just said that. Xiao Kui.
I was just... I'm just a ghost that has possessed the sword. I don't have the means to completely control this sword.
Or I guess like I'm just a ghost that was placed inside the sword, and maybe that's the best way to put it. Ziying says, then how did you enter this sword? Yes, this... So a lot of this, if you played The Legend of Sword and Fairy 3, if you watched our playthrough, you will know some of this information, but I'll go ahead and say it for you guys. Xiao Kui says,
it's because after my big brother died, this sword was not forged to completion. And all the enemies had already attacked invaded the city.
Let's see. Let me go ahead.
I then fled into the oven used to forge swords,
or like the forging sword oven. No. Oh, sorry.
Into the sword furnace.
I will call it the sword furnace because that's what it is. It's a furnace, not an oven. Sorry. I was like, oh yeah, that's the word for oven, but no, they call it a furnace in English. Oh, 跳到. Oh, I jumped into the furnace. Okay, sorry. I read it as 逃 instead of 跳. Never mind, it's okay. We get the idea. She ended up in the furnace. It's kind of fun to see another character again. And yay, this theme song is like, why does this sound so familiar?
Hey, did you sacrifice yourself for the sword?
Or like, yeah, I guess so, right? I know you cook all those delicious swords. Swords. But no. Jing says, oh. Oh, thank you, cruelest. Oh, I see. So Ziying says, so that is what happened. In the path of forging a sword, using using a living person as a sacrifice for a sword, is the cruelest. Is the cruelest. This sword, because of your blood and chi, was naturally formed, and that's why it obtained an extremely unusual power. Let's see. If my guess is correct, let's see. Oh. Eat dogs and cute girls. What? Totally. Oh. After the sword was formed, I'm afraid that at that time, in a circular radius, I'm sure that the area within a circular radius of many li became scorched earth. Oh dear. So it caused an impact. And it must have drank the blood of ten-thousands of people. So basically, the sword, after that happened, the sword probably went out of control and absorbed a lot of. It probably caused an impact that was many li, which is like a large distance, and that's like and because it was such a large distance, it probably like absorbed the blood of at least 10,000 people. Ugh. Xiaokui says,
"Yes. Afterwards, it feels like I was inside the demon sword for very, very long. Inside there were many
angry
vengeful spirits. It was very scary." Oh, you poor thing.
It actually just means like, you were truly pitiable, but it sounds weird in English, so it's like,
oh, you poor thing.
Xing says, oh, I see. You see, Ling Shou means that your big brother, right? Yeah, okay, good. I was just making sure. I was like, I remember this being a classy way of saying your big brother. Your older brother must not have been an expert in the art of sword forging. Otherwise, why would he think of forging a sword, such a sword as a demon sword? I see.
I don't know. But my big brother was the prince of the Jiang Kingdom. He was amazing at whatever he did.
Let's see.
In the Jiang Kingdom, from our ancestors, there was passed down a scroll. On it was inscribed the method of forging the demon sword. My big brother saw that scroll, and that's the only reason why he thought of forging that sword in order to solve the troubles of the city,
or of the kingdom. I guess the capital. I guess in this case, because the city within the Jiang Kingdom. Oh. We're involving some Chinese history again. Give me one sec, just looking this up. Oh, this is Zhiren. What does that mean? Oh, it really is embroidery? Oh, I see. Oh, I get it now. Now I see. I was like stitches. Let's see.
I say, the Jiang Kingdom. I remember that it was a little kingdom during the time of spring and autumn.
So that's an era in Chinese history It was a very, very, very long time ago in the BCs. So it's far earlier than where we are, where I think we're in the Tang Dynasty. I estimate we're in Tang Dynasty or Song Dynasty. I can't remember. Like the period we're in, it seems to be Tang Dynasty based on the clothing, but more importantly, that's way the spring and autumn period is way before Tang Dynasty, so that was a long time ago. Anyway, I'll go ahead and come back to this little kingdom during the the period of autumn, spring and autumn. It was famous for embroidery. Heavens! So to think that you've stayed so long inside that sword. It couldn't be that you want to continue being like this. I know, she's been in that sword forever then. Xiao Kui says, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be reborn. I want to see my big brother's reincarnation. I miss my big brother. But I can't even turn myself into human form, and I can't leave the demon sword. Whew, using Xiao Kui's voice is like, oh. After you reincarnate, after he reincarnates, he'll be a totally different person. And if you really want to see your big brother, and even if you really did end up seeing your big brother, would you still be able to recognize him? Since you really want to see your brother, do you still think you can recognize him? Yeah, because he's a totally different person now. Oh, Xiao Kui. And yeah, she definitely did recognize him when she ran into Jing Tian, who was the reincarnation of her big brother, in case you were wondering. So the main character of The Legend of Sword and Fairy 3 is the reincarnation of her big brother back in the period of autumn, spring and autumn, way back when. I think the period of spring and autumn is like even before Qin Shi Huang. Oh, it's Qin Dynasty. Oh my god, that is a really long time ago. If only I had a time machine to see what it really was like. Oh well, there's the implications of time travel are always scary. Anyway, Xiao Kui says, I'm sure it's possible, even if his appearance changes or his personality changes. As long as it's my big brother, I'm sure I'll be able to recognize him with one look. Lisa says, If you stay here, there's no way you'll ever be able to see your big brother's reincarnation. Why don't we take the demon sword with us and help you look? ... Xiao Kui says, No, you're all good people. I don't want to harm any of you. Voice. Oh. Let's see. Ziying says, there's no need to worry. I can suppress the power of the ferocious aura of the demon sword temporarily. I believe if we travel throughout the world, we will find a method in order to purify it. Well, that will take a while, but whatever. If this sword continues to stay here, or if this sword continues to be here, if it falls into the hands of an unrighteous person, I'm afraid that I'm afraid it will be a blood path. In that case, perhaps it would be best for us to take it away. Yeah, it would be a bloodbath. Great bloodshed. So I have to make sure that it really means like, I like how it's like a rain of blood and like, I like a rain of blood and like an auspicious wind. Yes, I'll make them bleed. I'll show them a bloodstorm. Yes, it's a Persona 5 reference. Ooh. Anyway, do you bleed? Superman says, kinda. He does bleed. Sorry, that's a line from Batman vs. Superman, which you should not spend a lot of money to watch. Because it's not good. Some parts are good, but no. Anyway, Xiao Kui says,
Really? You're not afraid of the ferocious aura of the demon sword?
Such. Tianhe says, if Zhiying says there isn't a problem, then there won't be a problem. He's very skilled at forging swords. He wouldn't be mistaken. Xiao Kui says,
Thank you. Your name is Zhiying? You're a bit like my brother.
Let's see.
I also can sense that. You have an aura of righteousness, and you're very kind.
And go ahead and enter into the sword. I will place the demon sword into a back sheath. And then we will go on our way. Xiao Kui says,
All right, but
hold on. I'll make sure to read so I don't have to stop in the middle.
all right, but if one day I really do find my brother, if he knew that the demon sword had hurt so many people, would he think of me as being a bad girl? Would he not want me?
And by the way, I also forgot to mention that even though I'm using me and I, she's always referring to her. She never refers to self with I or me. She always refers to herself using her name. It's cuter and also more humble. But in English, if I had used like
Xiao Kui doesn't like this. Xiao Kui wants it.
It sounds very arrogant. So it's one of those things again. Here, in case you're wondering, hey, I don't see the pronoun for I in there.
Lol.
Ling Sha says,
That won't happen. You're such a good girl. He definitely will never want to let you go.
Oh yeah, it can sound extremely childish. But in this case, it's not because she's being childish. It's just humility. She is a sweet girl. Not her red side, but her regular form.
I'm going to go back.
Xiao Kui says,
I'm gonna go back and cultivate some more. And I'm not going to pay attention to any more things on the outside. Unless you all summon me. Or I sense that my big brother is nearby.
Ling Sha says, I understand. You should take... Let's see. Please make yourself at peace. I guess that's like...
Please try to be at peace. I'm sure we can find your big brother.
Yay! We got the demon sword. Can we use the demon sword? Probably not. Oh, boop, 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 boop. So that explains how the demon sword was somehow purified. Yeah, we don't know how the demon sword got into the locked monster tower later. Can she wear this? Oh! So we have some new equipment for us. Linglong. Oh wait, let me make sure that this doesn't do anything. Oh, it's actually better for him.